Absolute NBA chaos has just happened. At the time that I'm recording this, it is the day after the NBA trade deadline. One of the most exciting days because you see teams who are trying to contend, sign big names, or you see teams that are trying to, blow up their whole entire program, get rid of some of their, better players that are worth more to try and get some future assets. I'd say last year's was crazier, but this year's has been insane. You see the struggling Cavs who have LeBron James, who is always, he's the front runner in the East every single year. You never put anyone above LeBron James's team. And this year, they've just been struggling just defensively after getting rid of Kyrie Irving and trading him for Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder. They've completely gotten rid of their whole entire team. They traded Isaiah Thomas to the Lakers with Channing Frye for Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson, trying to get some, younger players in there and trying to get a little bit more defense because Isaiah Thomas being 5'9", how well can you defend somebody whenever you're 6 inches shorter than them? They got rid of Amon Shumpert. They sent him to Denver. They got rid of Derrick Rose. They sent him to Denver and he got cut. Derrick Rose, MVP just a few years ago, is off of a team. He got waived. He's not even on a team anymore. And a few years ago, he was an MVP. Just crazy to think about that injuries can derail someone's career that much to where it's just no team even wants to pick up a former MVP. Dwayne Wade got sent back to his home in Miami. Dwayne Wade's old, can't really play defense anymore. They sent him back to Miami for his own good. That's his home. He should have never left Miami. He should have stayed there till he retired. So now LeBron has players around him like George Hill, point guard who was with Sacramento. He's a veteran player, really good shooter, really good passer, kind of like Isaiah Thomas but a little bit taller, not as good a scorer as Isaiah Thomas. I still believe in Isaiah Thomas. I'm not saying he's as bad as everyone thinks he is. They picked up Jordan Clarkson, they picked up Larry Nance, they picked up Rodney Hood from the Utah Jazz. That's who it is, who's a very good player. They didn't manage to get a big name like DeAndre Jordan or Tyreek Evans to join the team, or Lou Will, but they got some good assets for what they gave up. They gave up a huge thing in Isaiah Thomas, sending him to LA. That's basically saying you're trading Kyrie Irving for Jay Crowder, Larry Nance, and Jordan Clarkson. That is a huge loss for Cleveland. And I feel like Isaiah Thomas, he's already come out and said if he doesn't get to play or to start over Lonzo in LA, his agent's going to ask for a buyout for his contract. So he may not even be playing after being like second in the league and scoring last year. He may not even be on a team, but someone will sign him to a contract. It won't be as huge as he wants it to be, but someone will sign him to a contract if he gets bought out by LA. Some names that we thought were going to get moved but never did get moved. People like Tyreek Evans, DeAndre Jordan, Lou Williams. All three of them were the huge names, and Marc Gasol was another one that was kind of thrown around. Those were all huge names that people thought should have been traded. The Clippers, they're not going to go anywhere. No true point guard. You lost Blake Griffin, sent him to the Pistons. Got actually pretty good stuff back for him, so it's not a complete loss. You should have gotten what you could have out of DeAndre Jordan. Maybe they didn't get a good enough return for what they were trying to get, but you got to get rid of him at some point. Don't let him leave in free agency and just completely give you nothing. Tyreek Evans. The Grizzlies are complete dumpster fire right now. They need to get rid of Marc Gasol and trade him for a whole bunch of picks, young players, and they need to do the same thing with Tyreek Evans while his trade value is still up. Because last year, he was signed in the free agency and it wasn't really that big of a deal because he'd been hurt and he just hasn't been efficient. The way he's been playing this year, he proves that he can be a scorer and can, lead a bench unit or can even, play some time in the starting lineup and put up some, quick points if they need it. If you're Memphis, you need to trade him for the value he has right now because you never know when he's going to have another injury, have a bad season like he had in New Orleans, not being able to score, not being able to defend. You need to go ahead and get what you can. Same thing with Marc Gasol, who just had foot surgery a few years ago and still hasn't been the same since then. Why would you not go ahead and trade him? I mean, teams are going to start getting suspicious if he never plays and he's not doing as well as he used to. They're not going to give the same stuff up for him just to get an older, hurt version of the same player. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy. Leave your comments on what you think this NBA trade deadline was like. I mean, there were tons of moves that I didn't even mention, like Emmanuel Mudiay to the Knicks, and some other smaller, trades that happened. But if you think I missed anything huge or you think I was just completely wrong about something I said, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and that's it for this video. See ya.